Wait. Rewind the tape.
Welcome back to another episode of Wait, Rewind the Tape. This is your favorite podcast. You know it, we know it. Why don't you tell Apple iTunes about it? Anyway, your favorite podcast where we once again revisit a teenhood classic and wonder why everyone thought it was acceptable when in fact it was absolutely not acceptable. That's right, guys. We watched Never Been Kissed. I don't have a whole lot to say about this. Well, I do. Beyond.
This was I thought I'd seen this film. I've never seen it, apart from those two scenes. No, apart from the scene where she's like high on the weed cake.
Yeah.
And then the scene where they all show up dressed as Barbie. I've never seen this film. I've definitely never seen it.
This was definitely a staple film of my adolescence. And just watching it back again. And obviously, like, we knew, like, as we got older, you talk about it and we think it's funny. But really watching it back again, I just thought, this is ridiculous. How, I know it was, like, what, 20 years ago?
Yeah.
So it was, quote unquote, a different time. But seriously, it's like, no, it's so beyond inappropriate. Why? And the fact that everyone's like all okay about it, it's just beyond me.
Yeah, it's quite funny. The film, I didn't realize the film is about a teacher falling in love with a 17-year-old.
Right?
Like,
yeah.
But don't worry, Edna.
It doesn't even matter. It's the premise of Never Been Kissed, for those of you who are too young to have watched it, or perhaps too old to have watched it. I mean, you're never too young or too old for anything, but maybe maybe you just
wait, that contradicts us.
I mean, you definitely are too old and too young for some things, but we'll get into that. Never Been Kissed is the tale of Josie Geller. Is she called Josie Geller? She actually gives her fucking real name. Josie Geller is a copy editor for some newspaper in Chicago. And she really wants to be a reporter rather than a copy editor. But she's doing really well in her job. She's young and she's just absolutely smashing it as a copy editor. But she wants the sexy life of a reporter. So...
At a local paper.
At a local paper. Well, I mean, but if your local paper is the Chicago Sun, it's pretty big for a made-up newspaper. So she gets this gig to go back to high school to be an undercover reporter in high school. Firstly, how are they letting anybody be an undercover reporter? They're not. How is a school just letting some random person come and be an undercover reporter? It's not happening, whatever. But Josie is then having to relive her own high school trauma, I guess, because she was, quote unquote, a geek. What do we call her? A geek? Yeah, a nerd. I don't know. So high school was tough for Josie, and now she's going back to be this undercover reporter for her first ever gig. And I guess it's fair to say that she doesn't really know how to do high school.
Yeah, she's like, she needs to be popular. I don't know, the plot is very vague. She needs to be popular for the story to work.
Because that's where the good story is. Yeah. She originally wants to do a story about the coleslaw.
Yeah, the food, which
and how
could
terrible
have been a story.
That is. Yeah.
I mean, Jamie Oliver made it his whole career, so.
True that. But then her editor is, I think some other newspaper gets the scoop about the shopping centre where everybody hangs out being a hotbed of sex and drugs and all sorts of other vices. And he's furious with Josie for not getting that scoop before, despite the fact that she's there undercover. What the hell has she been doing? she's been making eyes at her English teacher is what she's been doing. So
Don't blame her.
I don't blame her either.
I would have done the same.
Yeah, but he should have known what the boundary is.
He did right until the end.
No, he knew it all the way. I was in at the end when he asked her to dance at prom.
Yeah, that was the only bit where I was like, oh, now you're fumbling.
When he gets in a freaking Ferris wheel at the school fair, and then it's like,
just been a sweet moment.
Yeah, no, I think that's weird. Like, and he's like, oh, like the boys should be lining up around the corner. I shouldn't be saying that because I'm your teacher. He knows it's inappropriate, and yet he's doing it anyway.
This film's kind of a mess. I don't even know what to say.
I don't really have. I mean, I have a lot of notes, but they're all just what? No,
it's because there's nothing we can say because the main plot of I thought what happened was she falls in love with her teacher and he rejects her.
Right, yeah, no, not at all.
So watching it was like very different to how I imagined. And also watching these films really like explains a lot about the way I turned out, like the way we all turned out and our understanding of what's appropriate.
Sexuality and also of body image. Once again, you've got these teeny tiny popular girls.
I'm no longer commenting on other people's bodies. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, fair. But okay, well, I'll do it in relation to how it then made me think about my own body growing up.
Yeah.
Not good. It's
even the geeks look like that. So they just had glasses on. They were more awkward.
Yeah. I mean, I think we thought maybe this would be a funny episode, but really, we're just...
my gut told me not to watch it, but...
Appalled. We could have watched Casper.
Casper would have been better. I can't be bothered to get into the politics of a teacher falling in love with a student. Guys, teachers out there, I don't care if she seems mature and she's the love of your life, just stay away from students. I think it goes without saying.
Agree.
Yeah.
You're in a position of care.
And yes, you could argue, I'm not going to go, you could argue because it's like the fact that she's obviously not 17, otherwise she wouldn't be who she is, and he falls in love with who she is. But I just don't care. Like, because you're just not, don't cross that line, please. One of our teachers did, but he was really creepy since we were about 14, so...
Yeah, because it doesn't even matter how young you are as a teacher if you're not that much older or you're
no. You just can't. It's just inappropriate.
Do it. Yeah,
it's just inappropriate. Period.
Just don't be telling your kids that
your girlfriend's moving to New York.
Special.
Nobody cares.
Yeah. Why are you even going to
special? But not
but like not that in that way. That's like.
Sorry, I'm just spraying some mist onto my
would be lucky, and it's just weird. And why are you at the same like venue as children go to after school?
I mean, I don't want to do too much in that respect, because if you are a teacher and you live in a small town and you're just living your life, like that's your business. Like I don't think everything should just. I feel like
you don't engage with your pupils.
The boundary of what's inappropriate is so clear in this film. Like every time he crossed it or every time I get close, it was so clear. Like it wasn't like a subtle thing. It was just like, if you're out, I've been out and seen my teachers.
Same, totally.
And they've chatted to us and we've had a laugh. It's not a big deal. They didn't try and sleep with us. That's all I'm saying. Listen, I'm just saying, my teachers were like, we had one teacher who was so lovely, and we used to see him out of TGI's.
Right.
But you know that TGI's, people either go there for like Jack Daniel's sauce, literally something to dip it in, or the cocktails, because it's basically a bar where in our town. So like he was always there off his nut, Birmingham drinking. And then he'd like come over and he'd be like, all right, girls. And we were so happy to see him because he was so nice and we chat and everything. Then he'd leave and it was just like, he'd be like, oh, you better not be doing anything. Da, da, da. Like, do you know what I mean? Just like a caring person. It didn't feel inappropriate in any way, shape or form. And he was legless.
That's inappropriate.
No, I think it's fine. I mean,
but it's funny. It's funny for you, but for him, I'm sure the school would have a totally different view on it.
Yeah, but I would never have tried to get him in trouble or anything. What I'm saying is he wasn't, I think the boundary of what's inappropriate is super clear. Like, I don't think seeing your 17 to 18, or maybe it was 16 at the time. Okay, maybe it wasn't appropriate. But he was, I don't know, I thought he was cool. He wasn't like,
but even if he's not trying to be weird or anything, I just think if you're in a small town, sure, you're probably going to go to a place where you might see your students and it might be a drinking establishment. Just don't talk to them. Pissed, but especially then if you know that that's a possibility, that you just need to. I think that I don't know. It wouldn't be worth it for me if I was a teacher and I wouldn't do that. I would be mortified because it's also that these kids have got to respect you.
It's not even that for me. I think as a woman, I don't know. I just no longer feel like comfortable with that role of assuming, oh, they're kids and I'm an adult and this is like our cute little kid adult dynamic. Like, they still might feel a certain way towards you and you need to make sure you're not in any position where you feel uncomfortable as well. So I wouldn't
totally, which is why I think it's weird that
I think it was in that situation, it was all right for me. I'm just saying,
you
put it the other way around. I wouldn't be there. I'd be like, and I'm leaving.
Yeah, and
especially imagine if they were all like, all right, miss, you'd be like, I'm out, I'm leaving.
Exactly. And then the next day it's just like, oh, someone's Miss Ruth was pissed out last night.
And you know they already don't respect me as it is.
Of course they don't.
They're already like, they're
already a handful. Yeah. So anyway, I just don't think, and especially like with his girlfriend, like, hey, don't like be introducing your girlfriend to the
scene was weird because it was like, no, I don't think there's anything wrong. If I was out and I saw my teacher, like we've met teachers and their spouses or with their kids, and you say hello, because it's just a small town, there's only so many places.
I think there are some places where that's appropriate and other places like
I think it's fine.
Where I think
what's inappropriate weird is making goo eyes at her.
Yeah.
And then doing this, setting it up like you're comparing what it would be like being with her, who's so sweet and fun, to being with your stuffy New Yorker girlfriend. That's what's weird about it. What's weird is seeing a teacher who's like looking at you like they're plotting on leaving their wife for you. That's weird.
Exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. The boundaries in the film were so clear.
But it's absolutely bizarre, and how everyone's all just like, it's cool, whatever. It's not creepy. It's not
in real life. Even if I thought it was a bit weird, I would mind my own business because at the end of the day, she is of age. It's not like he's actually going with a 17-year-old and everyone's cool with it.
No, when he realizes that she's then it becomes a different thing where you're like, okay, so she just lied to you, and I know that she lied to you about. Like, I'm not trying to make
no right to get angry in that situation. I was so confused. I was like, why are you angry?
They just all need to leave it. Can everybody just walk away? Also, I love how like the kids aren't angry at all because they're kids. It's just like, oh, okay, whatever. But like, and Guy, obviously, I guess why would he get? But it's just like, well, hold on a second. You also lied to me. You're older than me. Yeah. This is nuts. And her brother, don't even get me started on her brother.
But this whole conversation is making me really anxious. Okay. Should we go through notes? Because I have some that are nothing to do with the plot of the film. Okay, Octavia Spencer, we've said it before, say again, she is in every film.
Yeah, I have just capital letters, Octavia Spencer. Also, Black Lightning, isn't it?
Yes! I wrote that down too. Oh my God, and he's so different in this.
It's so different. And like James Franco's in it. There's a lot of big names. Jessica Alba.
None of them really speak.
Drew Barrymore. No one
speaks except for Drew Barrymore and her brother.
Yeah.
And the editor of the paper and her friend at the paper.
Gus, and I don't know, I can't remember what the friend's called.
It's like when Octavia Spencer was first introduced, I was like, why isn't she speaking? This is so weird. And then she finally spoke. I was like, they're not going to literally have Octavia Spencer sitting there nodding, are they? They tried it.
But even like when Octavia Spencer does get her line, it precedes Drew Barrymore's monologue about how special a first kiss is going to be, with like the spotlight coming on her completely unironically. It's not like you cut to like, oh, somebody's opened a door and it's like, oh, okay, whatever. It's that's just how it was shot.
It was a bit mad that she thought she was going to. That was another one of my notes. I said, she thinks she's getting all this from a kiss. And then I thought, maybe I just didn't have a good life. Maybe I've just not lived a beautiful life. Do you know what I mean? Like, maybe I should have expected some of these emotions.
We're too much like the friend who's just like, you just get it over and done with. It's not all going to be good, sweetie. But and you're right. Yeah. Maybe it should be.
Damn. It makes me feel like I missed out. It's never too late to fill my head with delusion. Like delusion. But delusion leads to like romance.
You've had a kiss like that, right?
I don't know
in your life. I think I have.
I mean, I've had moments like that, but I'm not a big kisser. I don't know if you know that about me.
No, I do. It's all coming back to me now from season 1 because I like kissing and you don't.
It's not that I don't like it, and I have had good kisses. I just don't really remember them.
There's other things you could be doing.
Good kisses. I have had good kisses, but they're just.
But I also feel like maybe the good kisses, the good kisses that you have wouldn't be necessarily a momentous kiss if it were a different situation, even if it was the same person. So does that mean that it's actually all the other contributing factors and the environment, whatever?
Yeah, because I'm more of a hold me in your arms, like, and never let me go. That is definitely, what's that song? I can see it in your eyes. There is something
That's a hard song to sing. Wow.
Impossible.
Who sings it? Because credit to that person.
Like definitely
is it Cascada? No? Do you think? Yeah.
They do a cover. Hold me in your arms.
I'm sorry, but
so sorry to the listeners. That's how she sings it.
No, I know.
Hold me in your arms.
But somehow manages to make it sound.
Honey, that's the auto tune. She doesn't make it sound like shit. God forgive me. It's probably not. She's born for the stage.
Doesn't mean she's got a good voice.
I don't know where I was going with that.
Anyway, it doesn't even matter where we are in the plot of the story or
none of it makes sense.
Whatever.
Too many school appearances as well. They were 2 in the school. Her brother showing up was silly.
Yeah.
Her friend from work. It was just too many chefs in the kitchen. I just feel like they should have done like freshman year of university. I don't know, something to make me feel less triggered and more comfortable.
That would have been nicer, yeah. I've got to say as well, like, hats off to Josie for pulling out that at-home makeover. There's no way that was a box dye, the white one.
Yeah. And they were like, oh my God, she looks terrible. I was like, she looks cute.
She doesn't. You could never.
I would wear that. Hello.
Yeah. But I do, that's not a box dye. That blonde is not a box dye. So where was the...
Oh, she's not blonde in the beginning.
No.
Maybe her, like, I'm just thinking of my friend from school whose mum used to dye her hair. And she used to do a really good job.
Could be, yeah.
Then again, if I was to look back at pictures, maybe the job wasn't as good as I remember. But at the time, it was like, oh my God, did you get that done in a salon? No, my mum doesn't. It was just cute. This was also her favourite film, which is probably what made me think it was good. She loved this film.
It was a film that we all enjoyed watching and we all loved when we were younger.
She's all that. And
No,
Drew Barrymore
true.
as well. Just Drew Barrymore being in it just made my expectations reach the sky because she's
yeah.
kind of a lovable person.
Yeah. And she is still lovable in it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Nothing can turn me against her. Oh my God, one of my notes is for you. It says, is she wearing the same lipstick that Charming wears in Once Upon a Time? You know that like rosy red, but I'm not wearing any lipstick. This is just the colour of my lips. I was like, why are your lips that colour?
Spoiler, it's not. My note on her lipstick was, what's with the white lipstick, Josie?
Oh, I also have a note on that because
what is that, like sunblock?
I feel like everyone has tried to pull off that ice
like
pink.
Silver. Oh my! Yeah. I've had like a silvery, or even like I think I had a like iridescent blue. I think that was like one of my first ever lipsticks from like number 7 collection or some old natural collection from Boots.
It was definitely Boots. Boots. Every single one was from Boots.
Of course. But why would I ever have even thought?
Because
I mean, it was like the first lipstick I ever bought when I must have been like 13. So it's just like, maybe I was just thinking that I didn't really want a red lip. That seemed too old and stuffy. So I'll try this blue one.
Blue was the one.
But it's not something I ever wore. I think I wore it once to like a birthday party and I just felt so silly.
Oh, I've tried to get that off a few times in my life. I think maybe when I was around 16, another time when I was 20. Like I've tried so many times and eventually I was just like,
not working?
I look ill. I'm going to let this go.
I don't know that it's ever looked good on anyone.
I've never seen it pulled off.
Is there even any like catwalk shows or any makeup artists that have ever done a lip? And I don't mean like a like dark blue, cobalt blue, like glossy lip. I mean that icy blue lip. If there are any makeup artists,
that 90s style, like it's like a white icy blue. White and blue mixed together,
or the like iridescent blue, like pale, almost like unicorn horn blue.
It's disgusting.
If anybody's ever pulled it off, or just send
us. Rihanna probably has. No, I don't remember. No, she's literally worn like navy lipstick. I don't even think Rihanna's done that. It's just a horrible color.
If Fenty aren't doing it, it's just shit. Then it can't There's be a done. Reason. Yeah,
it can
exactly.
If Fenty can't do it.
No one's doing. Yeah. Did you also have the clear natural collection vanilla lip gloss?
Not till uni did I discover natural collection because my friend had a pink colour and she was like, it was only £2, and I was like, yeah, it was a staple at school, but I didn't wear any makeup in school except for clear mascara. And then
oh my God bless clear mascara.
What was the point?
No point. The point was that you could feel like you were wearing makeup at school without getting told off because you could get away with it because you couldn't wear makeup.
And mine was from the Body Shop.
Oh, classy.
I had that good shit.
Yeah.
And then I had my clear lip gloss was also from the Body Shop. I did have a few Rimmel Londons. I'm sure I've told this story about the time I tried lip plumping lip gloss. Oh my God. I didn't know it really worked. I looked like my lip was swollen. Like my sister had to ask me what was wrong with me. And I was like, oh, this tingle effect is actually doing something to my body. So I had to throw that away. Yeah. But the colour looked great. It was like a clear brown.
Clove oil.
And it smelled really weird. So I shouldn't have gone with it from the jump.
Yeah. So...
And then when I really started to wear makeup, I was quite lucky that after my brief stint of Dream Up Mousse, it was like, have you ever heard of...
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. We've told you before, we'll tell you again.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Oh God. And then I used to use those, when your mum shops at like places like Estee Lauder and they just give you the samples.
Yeah.
That are obviously not meant for black skin. Absolutely, but it was Estee Lauder, so I'd like take like the red blush and I just like
yeah.
Dream Matte Mousse and red blush. Why not?
My mum had a Touche Eclair pen.
Oh, now That was a must-have item.
That was a must-have, but like listeners, for anybody that doesn't know, my mother's English, and she's like very pale, like white English.
Please tell me you didn't try and use it.
I did. Because I didn't have anything of my own, and I was like too embarrassed to be like, I want to start buying makeup, and I was like, what the hell is this? Let me give it a go. And I was like, I didn't know what it was. Like Touche Éclat is like a highlighter pen, or for you, it's not like a concealer or a foundation replica.
When I first got it, I used it as a concealer.
I had no idea what it was.
It was so fancy. I was like,
everybody had
this.
Yeah. So,
what is it for? What is it, Ruth? Before you buy it, you mule.
Yeah.
I love you for that though, because we've all done it. Like I'm sure in those free like Clarins gift packs or whatever, there was definitely a little white foundation. I was like, it's definitely on my colour, but maybe if I just
vigorously blend. But you can't. But there was nothing. It was even if I had wanted to go and say, like, let's go to a beauty counter and make me colour match. At that time, there wasn't anything, even like there wouldn't have even been anything for me. So
that's a fact, actually.
It's just like, well,
this makes me want to sing Brown Skin Girls, but I won't put you through it, listeners.
Thank God. At least I had good skin when I was a teenager. So
when I discovered MAC, it was over for everybody, including whoever was paying for it, because it sure as hell wasn't me. Who was buying me that? It must have been my mum. It must have been my mum.
Been.
No one else is buying me that. Yeah. But yeah, when I had that, as soon as I had that NC45, it was over for you bitches. It wasn't. You were still thriving. I'm sorry.
Oh, well. I needed to make my trip to Boots to get that eavesdrops, that Fenty eavesdrops, and that eyebrow.
I'm never going there again.
Why?
I was in there today, and it made me realise, like, just going high street shopping really made me feel ugly and poor and badly dressed in a way I haven't felt in such a long time. I just don't fit in the capitalist model. Honestly, I'm too susceptible. Like I walk in and there's just pictures of beautiful people everywhere and all this stuff. And I'm like,
I need that to make myself look like that. Yeah.
But I don't get that in my everyday life.
That's why I stopped following Victoria's Secret models on social media.
God forbid.
No, when I first got Instagram, I was just following everybody left, right, and centre. And I followed all of the Victoria's Secret models, and God, it just don't do it, guys. Don't do it.
And it wasn't like now. It was a different time when they were really. The Photoshop was fine. It was socially acceptable. So it wasn't even like you were really just. It's not just that you're constantly looking at people with only one body type that is far away from yours, which is obviously going to have an effect on you. On top of it, everyone's editing their images so nobody looks like that. Whereas now I feel like you can follow a few models who are like, quote unquote, gorgeous, but they will post more normal, like.
Here's what I'm doing kind of stuff, not just shoot
not
all
just
the time.
Like this is me looking like I've never looked in my life.
Yeah.
But also I'm just following people of diverse bodies has just changed my mind. But yeah, I've never been one for that kind of vibe. It's just too far away from me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that shit works. Shout out to whoever's doing the floor plans at Boots.
Well, I would buy. I mean, I'd buy online, but I'm too scared of fucking up the colour.
No, you do have to go in, and to be honest, don't let me put you off too much, because guys, a trip to them. It's like anything. When you go shopping, you have to go for what you want, what you actually went there for, and you will enjoy the experience. If you just go browsing, no, because everyone's trying to convince you to spend your money in one way or another, and you just leave feeling depleted, and you won't understand why. It's called advertising, sweetheart. Haven't you seen Josie and the Pussycats?
Who is actually Josie Geller's namesake.
Ooh.
Yeah, bringing it all around.
I mean, not really, but I like it.
Yeah, had to try somehow to get it back to that thing. I was just about to say back to Once Upon a Time, but sadly we're not.
Oh my God, that's not what we're here for. Did you have a nickname? Because the Josie Grossi did remind me, I literally wrote it down, of when the loser skaters, in parentheses, not the hot skaters, tried to make Ruth, how do you poo a thing one day?
What?
They were like, Ruth, how do you say a surname? And I was like, oh, no. And they were like, what? How do you poo? And they were trying to make it a thing. And I'm so arrogant. I was like, honey, you better try your mother, because this ain't catching on. I can tell you that right now. And did it? Absolutely not.
Wow.
Who is going to call me that? Anyway, nice try. And if you're going to start being sassy with people, this is my problem with a lot of school bullies. They don't shower and they don't take basic care of themselves. I'm like, who are you to bully anyone? You physically smell bad. And yes, I'm mocking people who have a lot of home troubles. They should keep that to themselves. Keep that bad energy to yourself. I'm joking.
I don't think I did. Well, not one that I was aware of. I'm sure people call
that would have been even worse. 10 years, how long ago did we leave secondary school? 20 years
15?
ago?
15.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
50 years later, you find out you actually did have a nickname. I would be like, of course I had a nickname. I was a legend. It was Ruth's a piece of shit. And what of it? It was a famous
started
one.
It. Also,
you didn't think of that.
Josie's brother's like, do you remember what your nickname was? And she's like, Grossy Josie. And he's like, yeah, I made it up. Like,
yeah, that was
such
one of
a
the funniest
sibling
parts.
move.
No, that is actually one of the better parts.
Yeah. Classic sibling move. I mean, I had numerous nicknames from my siblings that would
used outside the house.
That they still use to this day. Like Ugly Rat Natalie. I'm sure I've told you that.
What? I'm too sensitive for these things. No, that's not funny to me. Well, Ugly Rat Natalie.
Yeah.
That's not funny.
No, I didn't think it was funny either. I still don't.
You think it's funny now? Okay, cool.
No, I'm so not enjoying being called Ugly Rat Natalie.
And it's inaccurate, okay? At least make it accurate. The hottest rat in town. That would be worse in a way. You're like, what?
The bad bitch.
The rattiest bad bitch of them all. What?
Oh, God. Yeah.
No, I don't like that nickname at all.
Well, good. I'm glad it won't catch on then.
I won't let it.
What?
That's so mean. I'm sorry, but that's actually really not funny. I was upset with my sister for telling us we were aliens and we were adopted our whole lives. One day my brother believed it and started crying though, and that was so funny. I'm sorry, but it was funny. She was like, Josh, you're an alien. Josh, seriously, you're not from this planet. We adopted you. He was like, no, stop it.
Oh.
Sorry, it was just funny because it was like so ridiculous. Like, you're obviously not. We have pictures of our your first baby pictures when she's holding you in her arms. But who is that? If you're,
I guess, like, did you ever watch Third Rock from the Sun? I don't know why I'm saying that. Like, yes, your brother would have seen it, and then
plot. No, he would have seen that on. You know,
they were aliens.
Yeah, but their kids were their kids, right?
They didn't.
Or is it that the mum and dad were aliens?
No. They were all aliens, and they weren't related. And the aliases that they got were that they were a family. Yeah, but they weren't. Right,
he still should have known then. They were all aliens. I think the real problem is that he was like 5 or something.
He just didn't know.
Just couldn't understand.
That is a bit mean.
Yeah.
I thought that the security guard was quite attractive. That could also be because
he was doing the thing as she was walking into school.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely caught my eye, but I couldn't remember why. I was like, should I be taking a note of this?
And there was very little else to take notes of.
Tell me about it.
Apart from just, what a mess it all was.
Her teacher was hot, though. I mean, the guy who played her teacher was a very attractive character. Yeah. Just side
sure,
note.
if you were, this will be the last thing that we say.
No, we're not going to say it.
Okay, fine. I feel like you've already said it earlier on.
No, that is, I take it back.
Okay, fine. Okay.
I wore her prom dress to my 30th birthday. You know that pink metallic? And I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Accurate.
I am Josie Grossi.
Yours was quite a bit shorter, for being honest.
Oh, so now I'm being slut-shamed.
I've never said it.
I'm Josie Grossi the whore.
Look, I said what I said. And I didn't mean it in a...
so extra.
Go on.
It says, I can't with Rob. He triggers an indescribable, which doesn't make sense because I'm describing it, deep sense of shame in me.
Wow.
Followed by, prom bouquet is so nice. Rob is such a depressing character. They shouldn't have put him in.
He's awful.
He makes me so sad. Everything about him is sad. Like him trying to work out that he can actually just
go to be a baseball player.
He could literally be anything else. Like he's not.
You could be anything else. What you couldn't do is pretend that you're at school so that you can then get into college on a baseball scholarship and then join the minor.
He really thought he was going to do that.
How much of a lie are you living? What?
And why do you think that the hardest thing to do, what you're trying to do, which is ridiculous, is the easiest option for you? Like, why is that the first thing you think? That's what happens when you can't let go of the person.
Get a clue, Rob. Get a fucking clue.
Just get a different character. They should have made it a completely different character. It should have been, in the Mindy Project, the new doctor's sister who is a nurse. Imagine if that had been her sister instead.
Yeah.
And it was a completely different type of character. It could have been really funny.
Maybe they'll do a remake of it.
Yeah, they should. And it will definitely be in uni. It won't be in high school.
It has to be in university. They've got to be older than 18.
Yeah.
Or at least 18.
It doesn't work for me. For anyone.
What, Josie, why are you taking notes literally in public? On your dictaphone? Come on! You're writing your paper, you're doing your research notes, going up the stairs after class is broken, after the bell has gone and it's peak busy time.
Yeah, it was a mess.
Stop it. No, at least don't treat us like idiots. Could they at least have had to go into the bathroom or something a bit more secretive? Come on.
So silly.
Come on. This is stupid. So stupid.
Oh, God. And
then when they need to do, why is prom? I know prom's a big thing, but why are there inter-school prom competitions?
It's
we want to win. We want to win best prom.
Things. Yeah,
it's instead of sports that big that there would be
it's event planning instead. It's the event planning sport for those who can't run track.
So let's compete. But what are the parameters? Who decides who's winning the prom? Which school wins the prom?
I mean, I feel like,
do they have an independent set of adjudicators that just go to all the proms? What if the proms are all on the same day? The same person can't judge
by height.
What?
I think it's by height. Just the feeling in the air.
But again, who's judging that? Who's the barometer to say, this prom, this had the most hype about it?
It's that there was a school, it's to this day that is known in the town I grew up in for the second part of, after my formative years, that is known for their plays. They are the school with the plays. But I don't know who decided
drama
that.
Is different to
no, but who decided
prom.
that?
What?
Why is that true? Like,
The
they're
prom is
literally
different,
notorious for their theatre. Who decided that? Because it feels very much like they decided it.
I guess they had good PR. I don't know.
Like, it's not like all the schools have been judged. It's just I think it's just because I think it's honestly just like you get famed for things. Like, we became almost like a quote unquote sports school, but it's just like, no, we just have a swimming pool.
But you can tangibly say you're a sports school because that's competitive. So you play other schools, and if your school always wins in the tournament,
what were we known for winning?
Oh, right. Well, if you didn't win anything, then I don't know why. It's like,
if we did. That's what I'm saying.
School
like,
that never wins anything.
You can't just decide that you're the theatre school. Like, you're not competing in anything. You're just known for your annual school play. But who decided that?
But then if the plays are really good, better than all the other plays.
I mean, I did go to one once and it was great. I'm not going to lie. It was Guys and Dolls. But I'm a sucker for a musical. That's like my favourite one too. Come on.
I've never seen it.
You would love it.
Yeah.
I'm saying that because I love it. I have no idea if you love it. The songs are great. Yeah, it's a good one. I can't remember the plot. I just remember the songs.
So, I don't even remember what this school is called. But anyway, so this school is like the prom school that has the best proms.
What a thing to be known for. That's so weird.
When they had to change the theme of the prom, because it's such a big... Oh, no, so-and-so and so-and-so is doing Millennium.
Yeah. Also, Millennium doesn't mean anything. That was quite funny.
Yeah, just a load of silver? Is it just
going
to be
like
silver
Millennium?
And purple? It was like silver, purple, and blue. I feel like those were the Millennium decorations.
Why?
Who
decided that?
Who decides this shit? I don't think Pantone's. Actually, I wonder what the Pantone colour was for 2000.
I don't think they were as respected then in the way they are now.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Yeah, I don't know whether
it was more like respected within that industry, not the rest of us are like, nobody cares.
Pantone who?
Nerds.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I wish this guy would stop sending me updates about his musical career. Take me off your WhatsApp list. You can't just put me on that without my permission.
Oh, you should hit him with some kind of GDPR thing and just say that you demand
to be
all of his yeah.
Do you realise how insane that would be if I said that to somebody I know? Excuse me, but this is in breach of GDPR and you need to remove me immediately.
Also, if it's somebody that you may need to work with in the future.
That's what I'm saying.
Just take it, just read it, take it with grace, Ruth, be thankful, be grateful that you're on the list at all.
I know, but the thing is, I actually don't mind people sending me stuff maybe like once a year, once in a blue moon, something I'd actually want. But every 2 to 3 days on a blast list that I didn't subscribe for. And I'm on your mailing list for emails because we work together and you just added my email to your mailing list. You only have my number for that reason. Sorry, I'm so angry about it.
No, so I need to apologise now because all I could think about during that exchange was when I listened back to this, it's going to sound like I was being really sassy when I was telling you to be grateful that you were receiving it. What I meant was...
That doesn't sound sassy, it sounds like a joke.
Exactly. Be grateful that you're on. Say thank you to the message and let it go into the universe.
Be here, sweetie.
Well, I feel like I just need to qualify for the listeners. I wasn't.
They know you're joking, and nobody wants to be on somebody's random blast list. I am going to go to hell for saying this on the podcast, but I have to say because it's funny. I'll also qualify this by saying the person who did this is so talented. I'm not joking. The reason I was going through her discography on Apple Music is because she's so talented, and I just by chance heard her. And I was listening, I saw her in the studio and I was listening to what she was making. So I was going through her catalogue. Please, somebody tell me why. God, forgive me and don't ever let me get in trouble for this. God doesn't know me. I'm putting my hand back down. God's like, I don't know you, Heifer.
He is not with me.
Fine. Oh my God. She has photoshopped herself onto like a Lamborghini.
Okay.
Like pretending to lean on
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Really a botch job.
And is it supposed to be real? It's not ironic.
No, it's not. It's not ironic.
She wants it to look like she's on a Lamborghini.
But why does she need to be on a Lamborghini? What's the point? Like, clearly you cannot get next to a Lamborghini. Why is it so serious that you have to Photoshop yourself onto a Lamborghini? Why can't you just stand? You look great. Why do you need a Lamborghini in the background?
To be honest,
and who okayed this?
But she probably just had a vision in her head. Think about when you've got a vision in your head and you just want to execute it, and that's just what you want.
I would pray that you would not let me go out like that. Jesus Christ. It wouldn't be your fault, but I would judge you. It's like if no, I can't think of anything equivalent because there's nothing like it. The car thing is just, for me, like, let it go. It's not that serious.
Just find a nice Fiesta outside.
Why do you need to be leaning on a car? Why can't you just stand? Why can't you lean on a prop? Why can't you rent a throne to sit in if you want to feel special? Why do you need to lean on a Photoshop Lamborghini? It makes me feel sad looking at it.
It
and
isn't
it takes
something
away
that
from your talent.
Well,
that's the maddest thing I've ever seen on anybody's artwork, and I've seen some crazy artwork in my life. If she was shit, it would have been funny. But because she's actually good, it genuinely upset me for her. I was like, don't do this to yourself. We're not close enough for me to tell you this. Don't go out like that. God damn it. I wonder how many people look at my artwork like, rude. Going out sad. Sorry, okay.
No, you have lovely artwork.
Oh, no.
Lovely.
It's fine. I think that as long as you're not photoshopping yourself on a car. God, capitalism is a demonic force, honestly. It's not that serious. Nobody expects you, an average person, to own a Lamborghini. To anybody who doesn't know that, like, no one is like, you don't have a Lamborghini?
Or even be in close proximity to one.
I don't expect you to, even if your neighbour has one, I don't expect that your neighbour will let you lean on their Lamborghini. Do you know what I mean? You have to either rent one or be literally like in bed or best friends with someone who has one, or have one yourself. And that's just not an everyday object. I'm sorry to break it to you. Normalize being a brokey. And by brokey, I just mean not owning a Lamborghini. That's how low the bar is. Crazy.
Wow.
Sorry, it really stressed me out. I don't know why I went off on that tangent. I will let you finish this podcast because I just keep taking us off course.
That, I think, is just indicative though of like, there's not, I might, but yeah, go ahead, be off course, because there's really nothing to say.
There's nothing.
The only thing I feel like I have left to say is, go on.
No, it's not worth a gasp. I'm so childish. Mine's about, do you know who Blac Chyna is?
Yes.
She has a singing career now. Well, she has like a rap career. Well, rapping generally I'm ignoring, but she released one song where she's singing. And I don't know if you know this about me, but one of my favorite genres of music is socialite turned musician. I know all the hits. Paris Hilton, Drunk Text, a bop to this day.
Wait, what?
Kardashian, My Jam. Produced by none other than The Dream. And now Blac Chyna, Hollywood. Listen to it all day. Yeah, Paris Hilton has a song called Drunk Text where she's like, it's with like a house producer. And she's like talking, she's like, it's just a drunk text. It's just a drunk text. To the average ear, is it a good song? No.
No.
Is it my favourite song? Absolutely.
Having been there, sending the drunk text, and then having to qualify it, being like, no, it was just a drunk text, even though you know in your heart it wasn't a drunk text. Honey, that was your heart. That was you.
I was just waiting to be drunk enough to justify.
That was you bearing your soul when you sent the I love you message out like, where are you? Do you want to come over message at 12 a.m. to the I hate you, fuck you message at 1:30 a.m.
Followed by 4 missed calls at 2:30.
And then again, another 20.
And then you decide to block their number because you're just not putting yourself through this anymore. You're harassing them, miss.
And then the drunk text again at 4 a.m. ignoring all the stuff that's gone before and acting like it was the first drunk text.
Hey.
Hey, where are you? What are you doing? Yeah.
Imagine waking up to that. You should call the police.
Oh my God.
I would.
You would imagine waking up to... Imagine waking up to that, but you were the one that did it. You would still call the police.
I would be so freaked out if somebody
like,
behaved the way I have in the past, honestly.
Totally. Yeah. And then we wonder why we're just like, I can't believe that they left.
I forgot Amber Rose's hit. What was hers? Fame. The Fame. I'm going to make a playlist of all these songs. You won't be able to listen to it. You won't be able to. I know it's just me finding it funny because for some reason I just love those kind of songs.
I don't know if... I think let's make a playlist because I feel like everybody deserves to know what they are.
There's only four of them. Guys, if you have any more...
It's a short playlist.
Let us know. Yeah.
No, come on. There's got to be way more. Maybe if we open it up to... Does it have to be socialite? Can it be reality TV star?
No, that's who I mean. Like, so I don't know what else to call them. Like social stars, but I feel like those four are quite like
they're big. They're stars.
Huge
they're not
stars.
Just So
I'm not sure if the rest of the girls can. Who have you got on your list?
Well, I'm thinking like the Jordans and Katy P.
Oh my God!
Price.
No, Katie Price has earned her place on the playlist.
Yeah. So that if we open it out to reality TV stars, then I think that we'll have more people on the playlist. Do I think it's a playlist that you could sit and listen to all the way through? Absolutely not. One song at a time, maybe. It's the only playlist you'll never be able to listen to as a playlist. But I think it's good to aggregate them in one place. 100%. So let's do it.
I genuinely like the Blac Chyna song though, the Hollywood song.
I'll listen to it.
It's got everything. It's like a nice little melody, but it's also really funny. Like, it's hilarious. It's not supposed to be, which makes it even funnier.
What's the premise?
She's driving to Hollywood. Let me see if I can find the lyrics for you.
Do we know where from?
Well, I don't even know where she's from originally.
Oh, I don't know either.
But I know, but it's genuinely, it's weird. Like, whoever wrote it or produced it has, I don't know, maybe she writes her own lyrics.
Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Kim Kardashian's Jam is arguably the worst song I've ever heard, but it gets on the playlist for me because it's so funny. Like, I still remember the lyrics. I'm going out tonight. It's going down, heading straight to the front of the line.
When did that come out?
I don't know. I feel like I was in uni, so I graduated in 2012. So I feel like it sounds like a 2009.
You can really just do anything if you have money.
Hello. But I think the reason I relate to them is because it's kind of like, obviously I'm not like a big, huge star, but it's kind of like any DIY artist, you do kind of feel like that at some point. Where like, I'm just a random loser who thinks they're making good music. But in another reality, I am making the worst music ever made. And no one will ever tell me. But the Blac Chyna Hollywood song, God bless. Everybody stream that shit. Let's give that girl her streams. I love it.
I'm sorry. I had to pull up Paris Hilton drunk text, the lyrics.
I think it is a decent song. It's just a drunk text.
I went out to the club the other night to, dance with my bitches. That guy was there again. Is it like... Terrible. That guy was there again. Is it like, I'm sorry for what I said last weekend. I told him I didn't mind, which was a lie, but I was equally sorry and I didn't want to apologize. Oh my
she
God.
Speaks it.
I don't know if she speaks it. I'm just this.
No, she does. She literally does. She's like, I went out to the club the other night.
It's like slam poetry. In my head. I'm sorry, but this is if we've not been there, this is just brilliant. In my head, I was writing a fiction of us. Behind my eyes, I was begging for things my lips could never ask.
Oh!
And my mouth kept pouring
Spicy.
Desperate clauses of random intent. I mean, desperate clauses of random intent. That's poetry.
She didn't write this.
Well, she just needed to say it.
Do you think this was off top?
This is terrible. She's literally upskirting somebody in this. I'm on the dance floor when I get a text from Adam. I'm too lazy to type, so I send him a photo I took of a dancer's skirt. Paris,
okay, that's not cute.
No.
Okay, I feel like she wrote it now.
Oh no!
Don't tell me if it gets worse.
It doesn't. No, I'm sorry. It doesn't get. This is. It's a hot mess of misspelled obscenities. Yeah, these lyrics are madness.
I'm actually playing Blac Chyna Hollywood by accident. I love that I've actually liked it. I do like this song. I can't lie. But it's always going to be one of those songs where I like it and people are like, don't play that around me.
I feel like
she makes more. Oh my God. I wish we could just play the song. Oh yes, I've got the lyrics. There's a shy boy who lives on my street. He called me movie star. Got me a bougie pair of dark glasses. Wear them till the sun goes down on the car. Hook. Driving to Hollywood. I wish I could stay. Driving to Hollywood. Get out of the way. It's a crazy day. That's the best bit. That crazy day, I'm like, okay, I like this song. And when his mother left him her Stingray, we talk all night, covered in grease. Got it running, bought himself a motorcycle, gave the Stingray to me. Driving to Hollywood, I wish I could stay. Okay, I think I understand it a bit more. The Stingray is a car that his mother gave him. They would talk all night. And in the video, I also have to say, she's carrying an electric guitar around. Just carrying it around. Of course, the video is the best bit. She has a really nice wet look pink wig. It's gorgeous. Obviously, she looks immaculate in the video. She looks gorgeous.
What does Paris Hilton look like?
I think it's just like her mouth moving and a blue light, from what I remember. God, the day I discovered that song, I was out
High
of it.
production value.
The girls have money, let me tell you. They are rich as fuck. But yeah, for me, Blac Chyna has really surpassed everyone's expectations with this song. She has blown that Paris Hilton. Because Paris Hilton's Drunk Test, for me, was always the funniest one. So I always liked it a little bit the most. Whereas the others were like...
embarrassing.
A little bit. Funny, but like... funny. The Kim Kardashian one was really funny. So funny that it was like, you could enjoy it. But the Amber Rose one was like, I love Amber Rose.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I couldn't laugh. I can't laugh at Amber Rose. It's just like, this makes me feel like weird and uncomfortable.
Was it that bad?
It wasn't that bad. It's just,
you'd expect.
It was
just not good.
Yeah, everything else she does, I feel like she does well. So you'd expect if she was going to release a song, well, this is how I feel. It would be good, you know what I mean? So I was a bit like, this makes me feel weird inside, and I don't like laughing or cringing at people.
You have to have, you don't have to have anything, but if you're going to release music, like, you have...
but who's to say? It's subjective. God, another stream to Blac Chyna. I am going to stream this till the day I die. I love this song. Oh my God, Blac Chyna, if you're listening... I know you're not.
Can we sample your song for our non-existent intro and outro?
Or maybe like, God, if you're listening, can you tell Blac Chyna to sing more so we can get more of these? It's a crazy day. Oh my God. I do work with Blac Chyna. A dream come true.
I want to hear about, I want Paris Hilton to do the lockdown version of drunk text.
No, she can keep it.
She hasn't come to the club with her bitches.
No, she can keep it. Honestly, that line is like somebody like scratching a
what?
A chalkboard inside your chest.
Inside your soul. Yeah. What? Yeah. I went to the club with, my bitches. Like, why would I know that? I mean, of course, I guess I do know it. Who else would it be?
How do you speak like this? Like, why is this genuinely how you speak? I would like to know.
But and if you, well, obviously, I doubt she wrote the lyrics, but somebody wrote the lyrics unless that was just something she ad-libbed. She added that as her own spicy flavor to it.
I feel like, yeah. I wouldn't say it like that. I'm going out tonight. It's going down, heading straight to. Look how these songs have obviously had such an impact on my life. I remember them all.
Yeah, I've never heard of any of them.
There's anyone else out there? I feel like.
How do you even know them?
The Kim Kardashian one was a big thing because The Dream is like, when I say quite a good producer, he's like one of the best producers. So to be working with The Dream is like huge. And I think actually in retrospect, I feel like it wasn't a serious thing. It was like a charity thing that she didn't want to do, and they made her do it.
Okay.
You know what? Or like all those random Kardashian things that they make them do.
Yeah.
God, 10 years ago was so crazy. It was different then. Guys, if you weren't around, you did not miss a thing. It was just, the pop culture was reality TV stars being forced into uncomfortable situations. Is that still what it is now? I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like I'm quite out of it. I don't think it is anymore.
It's because they're not doing stuff like that anymore. Like, if Blac Chyna keeps it up, I'm going to be back in the game. I mean, some people argue that there's a Real Housewife of Atlanta alumni, Kim Zolciak. I don't know her. But some people would argue that her song is one of those songs, but it just doesn't have the same thing for me. Even though that would make sense.
I think that didn't one of the Countess or something, she did a song from Real Housewives of New York.
Oh, I thought you meant like a British monarch. It's like, honey, give me the link right now.
I like how you just didn't, you weren't like, which one? You were just like, shut up. Any of them, like the Countess. Like, I don't know who the Countess is, but.
I don't know her, but it would be nuts. God, that would be crazy. Now, that would be funny. That would be funny. People don't do funny stuff anymore. See, this is why I have to keep giving you guys terrible performances. Who else is making you laugh? An underrated genre of music, honestly. Reality TV stars.
The one-hit wonder of reality TV.
Oh my God, no, there was another one.
Sometimes it's like, what were you expecting? Were you expecting an album off this? And if you were rich enough, I guess you did make an album off this, but who were you expecting is going to listen to it? I think they usually explain why they're doing it, and no one pays attention to it. Well, now it's different. Okay. Like Blac Chyna can say, like, because of social media and stuff, she can be like, hey guys, I'm putting out music. But before, it was just like, the media was still louder. So it's like, this is a charity single. Like, no one cares. Yeah, this is everyone's funny. Like, and this is sad. You want to have a music career. Yeah. Embarrassing for you. Something. Yeah. Boo you. But we do, I think that's why so many of us are nervous to try things, because we love laughing at people who are just trying new things. It's our favorite thing. Well, not everyone, but a lot of us, it's like, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those people. I do take a little bit of glee in watching somebody try new things, but also you have to be able to laugh at yourself. Don't take yourself so seriously that you get upset. No, not when it goes too far. God. When I say we, I mean as a society. Yeah, but some people take it too far. I'm just here for a giggle, man. I don't want you to feel like your life is over. It's really not that deep. Doing it. No, there are some people who should really start making music. Blac Chyna, you are not one of them. You better keep that shit coming. I need to listen to this and then I'll have an opinion. Again,
Well, I
not
sent it to
like
my
my
friend,
opinion is valid.
Yeah.
My opinion is my opinion, and that's as much value as it has.
It doesn't mean anything. We're just
Yeah.
throwing another drop into the ocean.
And yeah,
But yeah, look how
just
many people are
as
talking
with-
about it.
you, me,
real
2
moment.
at least.
2 people, a moment
Wow.
in history.
On a could be top rated podcast. Anybody rated?
Listen, a podcast that nobody's listening to. You've got grassroots, honey.
People pay for this kind of exposure. People would pay to not have it.
People will pay us eventually to be like, can you just not mention me?
People will pay us to shut up. Yeah. Someone will. Blac Chyna will buy the rights to this podcast just to shut it down.
And it doesn't cost much, let me tell you.
It really doesn't. We did the math. We have fun.
We do.
Yeah, don't we?
Oh man, I wish my first kiss had been like that. My first kiss was like, I mean, I don't count the one when you're like 6 years old or whatever, because
who does?
That's just playing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't know what is going on. But my first kiss was like, I drank Lambrini for the first time.
Yeah.
And I had this guy like up against a wall.
You did?
Yeah.
You.
I mean, I was 16. Like,
Yeah.
I was a late bloomer, obviously.
Yeah, same.
No one is watching this like, oh, yeah, I bet. But she had all the boys. No. And then I was embarrassed to tell him that was my first ever kiss or whatever. But I kept kissing his neck, and then he had to wear a scarf to school.
Where did you like learn that move? Why do you think that you...
I don't know where
do you
I
think
got
it was
from.
something that you wanted to do for you, or because it's like something that you kind of see in like kissing people's necks? Do you know what I mean? Like, is it?
I know what you mean. Like, I definitely got that from
oh,
Dudley.
let me think. Like,
But weirdly enough, the
do something
strange thing is,
sexy.
like, my neck, this side of my neck, is the most sensitive part of my body.
Mm.
But I don't know how I would have known that. So, you know, sometimes you do things to people that you would want done to you, but I wouldn't have known that. So
because
I think you're right. I think it's
that's
television.
something that we see in television as something that is like a sensual, like lovely.
We
like,
have to move on and get too embarrassed. It's too embarrassing. It's too embarrassing. Wow. Oh, man. Oh, why did I do it? Why did I exist? Why was I born? Oh, God. Yeah. The real takeaway from this film was Josie's outfits were great. I don't know what everyone was talking about. Just, you know, when she showed up to prom in her like medieval.
Oh, he's dead. I remember at the beginning, and that's it. That is all I want to wear. I would have loved to be able to go to a prom like that. She knew exactly what she was doing there when she set the theme.
Yeah.
Meant for each other.
Yeah.
But also it's very couple centric, isn't it? And I feel like she was the only one, her and Guy were the only two people that actually stuck to the theme. Everybody else just did what they wanted.
Just the Barbie and Ken, right?
But like, I guess the DNA, they were meant for each other because they were together.
Nobody ever
like,
does the theme that.
Yeah.
It's always like, you're right, the person whose party is sets a theme because they've got an outfit already.
Yeah.
Everyone else just interprets it in a way that they can wear what they want to wear to.
Exactly. But to me, that was a great idea. And that's what I was going to say. No, it wasn't a great idea at all. It was a great idea for Josie so that she could then wear that dress and be Rosalind.
No, that's real.
That was smart. Yeah, that was forward thinking. But it was funny when they found out, okay, we can't do millennia anymore. So guys like in sex education class, I know, Josie will have the answer. I just thought that's really mean. Don't put her on the spot like that. Sure, she did have the answer. But why then when she gives the answer, famous couples throughout history, why is everybody holds a breath and then Guy's like, it's brilliant. And they're all cheering. Like, why does Guy have the last say over like the teachers? why are we
cares
looking...
what the teachers do? It's because it's like a student-led thing. There was always a guy like that in school. We had one. I can think of the guy in both the schools I went to who was that guy who like gets to say yes or no unofficially. If he backs you up, then it's a go.
No, yeah, I definitely get the unofficial back, but in something that was a theme for a school.
Why wasn't there
they would never,
an English teacher like, actually, guys, I don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah.
Or a maths teacher.
Oh God, what was I going to say? I just can't remember. Back to
I was going to say Gossip Girl. What the hell are we even watching? Oh my God, I said the what you thinking is very me, always with a dumbass. I hate realising the person you're with is dumb. Like when you're like, what are you thinking about? And they're like thinking about a Snapchat they saw. I'm thinking about a TikTok I saw a few days ago. I mean, I am that dumb too, but I don't want to be with another dummy.
Yeah.
Two dummies don't make it right.
That's what I was going to say. Like, why are they letting, like, what, why, like the attire of what people are like turning up to prom in is also a bit mad. We did have a dress. There were rules when we were at our school balls. Like, case in point, don't show up in your underwear.
I mean, but didn't you have teachers waiting to sweep you off your feet? Joking.
But, you know, like Rob coming, like being Tom Cruise in Risky Business.
I've never seen that film.
No, me neither, but we know
it's
like
weird,
the
that's
outfit
the most famous scene of television film
career.
ever.
Is it?
I think so.
Or
when he slides in am I thinking of Ferris Day Off?
No, that's Risky Business.
Okay.
I first knew about that scene because of the Homer Simpson parody of it.
The Simpsons, man.
Yeah.
They'll always let you know.
Yeah.
Guys, I know you don't know anything, so let's put it in this cartoon because otherwise you're going to be a swine. Then again, why do I need to know about that scene? Has anybody seen that film? Or has everybody seen that scene?
Everybody's for sure seen that scene.
I feel like that is the most famous scene. Because even in Forrest Gump on the bench, the picture of him on the bench might be famous, but not the scene.
What, life is like a box of chocolates?
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to get. And that's pretty famous.
That's a clip. I mean, yeah, okay, maybe that is more famous.
Yeah, mad famous.
I don't know if it's as famous as Tom Hanks in his shirt, though. I mean,
Tom Hanks in his shirt. Tom Cruise.
Tom Hanks? Oh, they're both called Tom.
Yeah. Yeah, I just realised the same thing. But
they're
both don't.
Tom's in a shirt. Mm.
One's wearing pants, as in trousers, and the other one is wearing his pants and then underpants.
Okay.
Yeah.
And obviously, I think underpants trumps. Why do I say trumps now? I don't say trumps. I say trumps. Trump. Oh my God.
Yeah. Underwear trumps.
I'm not saying that word anymore.
What? Trump or underwear?
Car keys. What?
Car keys? Trumps.
Yeah. He was wearing like those brown chinos.
Oh, yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. I don't want to say the word because oh God, we
or maybe Jack and Jill on the outside the boat. Titanic. I know her name's not Jill. I know her name's not Jill.
Do you mean Rosie and Jim on the canal? Because I don't think that's famous.
That is famous.
In the UK, I hated Rosie and Jim.
Rosie and Jim are icons.
Rosie and Jim.
Hey. Another classic.
Oh, I hated that TV show.
We should sample Rosie and Jim and we should make it your version of Hollywood. You should make a Socialites hit song.
Ruthie and Nat. Yeah, Nat.
We are here walking along. You have to keep the lyrics basic as well, because sometimes they don't make sense.
We're just recording Not a song.
No, that's too complicated. Whoa. That was almost too clever.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Let me do some work on that and then I'll come back next week.
I was going to say dumb it down, but maybe that's not fair. Oh my God. I'll never forget the day a man told me I need to improve. Like, he was like, I think you could just add some more words to your lyrics. I was like, if I want to repeat a phrase 20 times, that is my goddamn business. It's artistic.
Dude, if I add more words, then I can just get more songs. More one-line songs, okay?
That's what I'm going for. I don't know what
that
you're
is an album, sir, if I chop up this one song.
Funny you should say that, because I'm literally doing that.
It is just good sense.
It is. Why waste energy?
That's what they do in dance music. So
literally.
Why can't anybody else do it? That's really nice constructive criticism from him.
No, he just basically was like, I know what he was saying. He was like, honey, you are saying the same line over and over. And I'm like, so I typed up the lyrics. I know what I did. You don't need to tell me about anything.
Do you think I don't know?
I wrote it myself. I know it's hard to believe it wasn't a child. It was me, okay?
Where is your song with at least 1,000 streams on YouTube, okay? Where is it?
I didn't see 1,000 streams.
Then go to bed, sir.
Talk to me when you've got 1,000 streams on YouTube. Oh my God.
Talk to me when your subscribers are in double figures.
Boop. Oh my God.
Me when you've got more thumbs up than you have thumbs down.
One more sometimes, but I count that. We find funny.
I know, yeah.
Oh
To that man, sorry that we've taken this too far once again.
No, but he should have never said that. He knows I'm going to be saying that for the rest of my life. I'm going to be thinking, and you had the audacity.
Yeah, you best believe that we are going to be stretching out the content on that one.
Lucky I don't know your name. I would have dropped your in the bio.
Oh, it's not even a friend. Who the hell was this then?
I used to perform at it's like an open mic night, but the only other people there are performers.
Professional.
It was a nightmare.
Is that the one in Old Street? Sorry, is that giving the game away too much?
No, I
tried to go there one day and then it was just too late, so we, I don't know, got food or drunk.
No, I feel like that was it. That was the really good one. If you're in London, you should go there. What's it called? I mean, I don't like their no do-rag policy. That's a bit anti-black in my humble opinion, but whatever. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called.
Remember.
No,
just
that's the good one with a live band. That's not that one. This one is like, it's supposed to be for musicians who are working on things so you can test it out in front of other musicians. I'm guessing it's like what comics do.
Focus grouping. That's what big brands, big corporations do.
You've heard of H&M. Well, this is it was sometimes awful.
There's just some white woman there with a clipboard, just like, so how did that make you feel?
I wish.
Is it you liked this note more than this note?
I wish, because that would have been more constructive.
That would have been helpful.
You're just going off a lukewarm round of applause while people wait for their turn to perform. Because really, you're there to perform. You don't want to listen to other people, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'd love it if other artists are like, I'm not like that at all. You're just a selfish, terrible person. I'm like, get me out of here. Like sometimes I'd leave at the break after I've performed, which is like a big no-no because you're supposed to. Like,
is it like solidarity? Support. Everybody stay.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm sorry, but no, I want to go to bed. This is terrible.
Because I've got a day job. I've got an actual job that needs to. You may be able to wake up at 10.
To be fair, I saw one guy there who was phenomenal, but every other artist I saw there was just like...
Was that the guy that you said makes like £500 busking?
Yes.
Right.
Remember how much I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I never busked a day in my life. That's the difference between the winners and the losers in this world. Shout out to Ed Sheeran.
The get up and the go. Oh, Ed Sheeran.
I have not got it. Whatever it is, I've realised I don't have it and I don't want it either. You can keep it.
I don't think you've got what Ed Sheeran has. But that's not to say that you're not.
I thought you were going to say something mean about Ed Sheeran. I was like, don't attack him.
How can you? Yeah, how can you say anything mean? He makes...
Off air, I'll let the clip sing. No, the reason, to anybody who's wondering, the reason I say things about Ed Sheeran is because I'm just not the biggest Ed Sheeran fan, and it's like not being a Harry Potter fan in a world full of Harry Potter fans. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a lonely life.
Yeah.
And it's not that I want to say anything bad about him. And it's not like I don't have his songs that I like. It just makes me feel like I'm constantly being an extremist because everyone
No, you're definitely
Ed
not.
Sheeran. No, people love
Let
Ed Sheeran.
the record state that I'm not somebody that loves Ed Sheeran. I just can't I'm like, you've obviously, you're a hit machine. You're making songs that people enjoy. And so I guess good for you.
He seems like a nice man.
Yeah, like everything you do seems
to... Sorry. And it's not that he's not talented and he's not good. I just don't have time for it. There's a lot of people in my heart I don't have space for.
That's fine. Yeah, you know what?
This morning,
my heart's on
Ed Sheeran.
Let's go. We're steaming in there with the list.
Loose Women.
Anything ITV then.
Cornerstones of white British culture. It could even be good. My soul won't let me like it. But don't get me started on Ed Sheeran 17. You know that's my jam. I love that song. I also love the song where it's like, the club isn't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go. But then I do kind of, I resented that. I love that song. But I also resent it.
4 years you could not turn the radio on without listening to it.
It was a banger. It is a banger.
Somebody like me.
We did a dance to it in my dance class. And after that, I was like, do you know what? I'm fucked with this song. It was really fun. Because it's essentially an Afrobeat song. That's why I like it. But that's also why I resent it.
Yeah.
But it's not Ed Sheeran's fault. He's white, I guess. And then sometimes I feel like Ed Sheeran is the seasoning that people put on their song that is not needed. We talked about this before, where I'm just like, why can't he just be a writer? Why does he have to be on every single song?
Why shouldn't he be? What if he was like,
I don't want him there.
I want him to. He's like, but I wrote this banger.
Why? And I'm grateful for it. No. Shut up.
It's my song, damn it.
I love your music. Can't we just leave it at that? Why do I have to hear your voice?
So I take it you would probably never do a duet with him.
With Ed Sheeran, probably. I'm a sucker. If Ed Sheeran comes to me with a 17, not a banger. No, if he comes to me with a ballad.
Do you want a ballad? Oh, so you don't want
I like his wedding songs.
A Shape of You.
No. He's good on his own on A Shape of You. If he had a feature, that's why I'd be like, no, you're doing too much.
I feel like Shape of You is with somebody else.
Oh my God, I've never listened to the full song. This is where we find out that I actually have never heard this song.
Let's just do a quick fact check live on the podcast.
As always. Oh my God, I just put in Shape and Shape of You by Ed Sheeran comes up. That's how big that
they're listening to us. Maybe it isn't.
This got a Grammy Award for the best pop solo performance, even though it's not a pop song.
Wow. Yeah, but he can't be anything other than a pop star.
See, it's genre, pop, dancehall, tropical house. That's wrong. It's literally an Afrobeat song, but okay. And yes, I still say Afrobeat instead of Afrobeats. Come and find me. Please don't, I can't find. I'm in love with the shape of you.
Oh no, sorry. Okay, I'm thinking. I also like the "Lay It All on Me" song. With
Lay It All on Me. What in the freaky hell is that shit up to? Is that a freaky song?
Not as freaky as Rudimental. Yeah, that is as freaky as Shape of Me or Shape of You. That's a lot.
I have never heard this song.
Oh yeah, I think you'll like it if you like Shape.
I'm never listening to it.
You stay with your Hollywood. I mean, I'm definitely not.
Thank you. I'm listening to quite high quality music over here. I don't know what you guys are doing. I don't have time for this.
Listen,
I like Rudimental though.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Do you know what? It's not an underrated bang. I just remembered how much I like it. Do you remember when Plan B did that song with Chase and Status?
Tell me how it goes. What's the song?
It's like when my heart stops beating and I hope somebody's there. I can feel something happening I never felt. Oh my god, I'll send it to you. That song just makes me feel something. I don't know what it is, but it just makes me feel alive.
Do you think? Look where this podcast has come from. A few weeks ago, we were talking about The Wanted. Now here we are.
Oh.
Who were The Wanted? I referred back to We Rewind the Tape episode. Whatever it was.
Guys, please don't hold me to any of my opinions. Clearly, as soon as I said something, I'm like, who?
I liked what song? No, couldn't have been me. I never said it. I never said it. Find me in the comments with the timestamps. Timestamps or it never happened.
Genuinely, I forgot who The Wanted were. And it's funny because I was listening to do you remember the two guys we said, well, kind of mostly we said.
We're attracted.
Yeah. I was listening to their solo stuff.
Of course you were. Why? How? What? Off the back of that episode? Like, what are the Wanted guys up to? Oh, here's a rabbit hole. Oopsie.
Yeah. And the one guy, Max, with the shaved head.
Yeah.
He had an okay single, which I would never ever listen to, but I imagine it would do well if you're like out shopping and it's just on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was signed to that Scooter Braun guy.
Oh,
you should know him as a Swiftie.
I do know him. Yeah, he's got the rights to all of her music.
Yeah, and he also manages Justin Bieber. I feel like. He signed to him, I think, he was his manager. The second single he put out is honestly one of the worst songs I've ever heard. It's so bad.
Like lyrically, melodically,
all of it.
Vocally.
I was like, who okayed this? This is never going to work. Yeah, it was really bad.
Do you think his manager did it just to kill his career rather than just dropping him? That was such a dick move, isn't it? What if he was like, I just don't believe in this person?
That would be really sick. That would be really messed up.
This Scooter guy doesn't sound like a good guy. I think there's a lot of shady shit happening in music and life in general.
Well, I actually feel like that he should have, I don't know what happened, but it was terrible. That's all I know. And then the solo stuff of the other guy who's very handsome is really good. It hasn't got many streams or anything, but he's got obviously a gorgeous voice. I like the direction he's gone in, and I would have thought that he would have done well with that because it's very much like Love Island music. Okay. People love that sound. Do you know what I mean?
Well, no, because I've never watched Love Island, but yes, because I can imagine exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, like those like breezy, breathy, like acoustic versions.
Like a Zayn Malik.
Oh, in his dreams. Let's not go crazy, okay? Zayn is that guy.
He is that guy.
None of you have seen Zayn. You wish.
Yeah.
Sorry to everyone else. Oh my god. But yeah, kind of, but not quite as good. But like a bit more like I don't know, songs that everyone likes.
Like a Darius.
Do you remember when, shout out to Darius, another great guy. Look who I like and look who I hate.
Colorblind, banger.
You're the light when I close. That doesn't
my
make
eyes.
sense. You're the light when I close my eyes.
I'm colorblind.
colorblind.
Why is that a good thing? Like somebody made you feel like all of the color has been drained from life.
Wow.
What?
Oh my God. That is
Or
hilarious.
We're all out here thinking that he's talking about colours of the rainbow.
Oh, he meant skin.
Talking about skin?
Yeah.
Is that what he meant?
I mean, no, he's talking about colours of the rainbow because he says feeling blue, then he says feeling something else.
Feeling yellow.
A lesser remembered part.
Which I presume has him feeling mellow. Yeah, look, it didn't make sense, but we loved the song anyway.
Love the song.
Yeah. Thanks,
Hey, Ed Sheeran, love Darius. What? That's how I know my takes are full of shit, because if someone said you have to listen to Darius or Ed Sheeran for an hour, I'm not going to listen to Darius.
No, sir. No, ma'am.
If somebody said to me, you have to listen to your own music or Ed Sheeran for an hour, I'd probably listen to Ed Sheeran. Oh, Lord, have mercy.
Well,
on
at least,
my soul.
lyrically it'll be a bit more diverse. Verses and choruses and everything.
You mean it isn't 2 lines alternating? What is this? You call this music? Oh my God.
Ed, if you're listening to this, maybe take something in a different direction.
Ed, I think you're doing too much. You just want to strip it back. You just need 2 lines.
Think how many more songs you could be getting. How many more albums?
In key. Nobody wants to hear you sing in key. Just make
I
up
don't
your
want
own
that.
key.
Yeah.
Wobble all over the place. The kids will love it. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I know what the Ed Sheeran thing, the root of it is just, I've told you this before, from people in uni who would get out their guitar and sing to me. That's what it is. That's why that whole Sound of Music stresses me out to this day. It's PTSD. I've got white boy acoustic guitar PTSD. Yeah,
on top of everything else.
Yeah, it's just too much. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. I don't care how talented you are, not now.
Yeah. Sure, this is the perfect thing to be doing while we're on a beach in Cornwall, but I don't care.
I don't
Put that guitar on the fire.
The idea of being in a beach in Cornwall is like one of my that gives me anxiety. I don't want to be in a beach in Cornwall. And then there's the acoustic guitar player. No, this is not Dawson's Creek. Great show.
Maybe we should do an episode of that.
100%. But also, like, I don't know how many more bad things I can watch. We need to watch something good.
Yeah.
Yes, I know I'm picking all the bad shows.
That's the truth.
No, I need to watch something critically acclaimed. Oh my God, we watched the BAFTAs as a family and we loved it. It was so pleasant. It was so funny. Casualty had the worst connection and camera quality. Like, it was
like the TV part of the BAFTAs, not the film BAFTAs, or is it all the same night?
The TV.
Right.
No, and the film. No, TV.
Yeah, they're separate. They're on different nights, surely. They're not going to have like the TV stars with the movie stars.
I don't know. TV stars are movie stars to me, because like I watch more television.
But yeah, I'm
not watching those films. Make them short.
Make them shorter and stretch them out to 5 seasons, and then maybe we'll talk. I do not have 2 hours of my life to commit to one fucking movie.
You're not getting it.
I'll give you 5 hours in 10 parts.
Unless you can promise me Blac Chyna does the soundtrack. Then maybe.
Oh. Well, that's that sounds wholesome.
Oh my God, what a day, what a night, what a time to be alive.
Yeah, all of the above. Okay, I feel like we should wrap it up. Basically, I would encourage you all to not bother watching Never Been Kissed. We'll start there.
I feel bad though because I like Drew Barrymore, so I want it to be better.
Look, you can't. Not everything needs to be good.
I mean, it feels like lately nothing is good.
Everything should at least be appropriate, but even then,
it feels like everything's terrible, and I don't enjoy anything.
All the light has been drained. When you close your eyes,
what was he talking about? You make me feel neutral towards my feelings. I need the lyrics right now.
I need the lyrics too. Because I think as he's going through the colours, they're all quite extreme, strong. They're not
to anybody
things.
Out there.
Right.
Darius is a British singer who he came second or third in a British talent show competition for singing. He then cut his hair, became super hot, and we all found him attractive, therefore listened to his music. Yeah.
And wait, was he a creep or was he mean on Top Stars?
No, they were making fun of him because he had a ponytail and he was doing the most.
Yeah.
He did a cover of Britney Spears' Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Yes, that was it.
Yeah. And then he cut his hair and he was like, oh, okay, now he's hot. Yeah, so we have to take him seriously. Yeah. And that's the world we grew up in.
Yeah.
The lyrics are feeling blue while I'm trying to forget the feeling that I miss you. Feeling green when jealousy swells and it won't go away in dreams. Feeling yellow is a colour.
Yeah, I
know. A little hazy but mellow. When I feel your eyes on me. Okay, then he stops with the colours and he just says feeling fine, sublime. Sublime isn't a colour. Stop trying to convince me it is.
But hold on, why does he feel like this person seems to have done him dirty, and yet this is ridiculous. This person's not, or maybe he's being a bit stalkery and she just doesn't want to be with him.
I don't think it's that extreme. He's just like, when she's not with him, he misses her, he gets jealous, he gets angry when he's spending time with her friends.
Come on, this sounds not good.
Yeah, but it's kind of real, but it's just like feeling red when every time I freaking call you in the studio with some dickhead instead of being with me. I'm not speaking from experience or anything.
Right, so
feeling black when I think about all the things that I lack. I wrote this song. This is terrible.
Jaded.
When it's not gone right, all the colours have faded. Honey, dig a little deeper. I wonder what the guy who gave me feedback would say about the lyrics of this song. Did you know his surname was Campbell?
I did not know that, no, not until today. So
you'll forget.
Oh, yeah, and then 2 weeks later, we'll have this exact same conversation.
Exactly, on the podcast, and the listeners will be like, this is why we don't listen to this, by the way.
This is why we don't listen all the way down here. No, wait. It's not Campbell. Songwriters at the bottom. I mean, maybe it is Campbell and Darius Dinesh. I always thought it was Darius Dinesh.
Why does it come up with Darius Campbell?
Maybe they made him. Maybe he's mixed race, and they decided to lead with his white name,
more English sounding name.
Yeah,
I thought he was Greek, but I don't know. Let's see if he's got anything new out on Apple Music. I just love seeing what people are up to. He's just Darius on Apple Music.
So, okay, Scottish somebody singer, else. Yeah.
Oh, he was
Darius.
Scottish.
Yeah, Darius Dinesh Campbell. Sorry, Darius Campbell Dinesh. So
okay, you're right.
Yeah, the plot thickens.
He was very handsome. Why am I saying was? He's alive. He is very handsome. He's got one of those pages on Apple where loads of different people called Darius are releasing music and they're all together. guys, if you release music
God.
or if you have music, can you please check your Apple page? And if you see anybody who's not you, can you please try and sort it out? Because this stresses me out so much. Because you can't just press shuffle because you're literally listening to 5 different people. And then sometimes people do it on purpose, and it is quite funny that they've gotten away with it.
To try to get their streams up.
It can be sad, like there's a rapper called Fredo, and the other week I was like, oh my god, he has a new mixtape. I pressed play, I was like, who the hell is this? It's just someone completely different. Oh my god. And then I go on Twitter to see if anybody else has noticed. Well, I used to, I don't bother anymore.
God, okay, we got sidetracked.
Yeah, another terrible episode. I regret everything I said. Do not bring it up to me in real life. Okay, this one is still there. If you go on Mila J, anybody who listens to Mila J, if you go on her Apple Music, there is still a song called Go Slow by someone who is not her. And I don't get why is it taking so long to get it taken down. Doesn't it stress her out? It would annoy me so much. I mean, obviously it would never happen to me, but it would annoy me. No one is thinking, where can I get extra streams? Okay, enough self-depreciating humour. Enough. I'll save that for my diary. Oh my god, another week of looking bummy on the podcast. Who else? Oh.
No, you look cute.
Lying to me now.
I like your t-shirt. I like
Thank
the message.
You. It's one of my many Christian merch. You know I love Christian t-shirts.
I do.
Okay, so I finally gave in and I looked at, because Kanye West has some really expensive, I mean, if you think about it, he has expensive Christian merch. It does kind of sound like a niche that I would try. I was like, no, I'll never buy that kind of stuff. It's really nice. I do want a Jesus is King sweatshirt. Because I have a Something the King sweatshirt. It's the best piece of Christian merch I own. I generally have more subtle Christian merch, but honestly, I'm a collector, so.
Where are you getting this from?
It's because my mum used to work for a Christian ministry. A lot of it's from there. And a lot of it's from, so if there's a conference and it's like she's gone to a church, they'll just give her stuff.
That's right. This is what I'm assuming.
Through her things and steal.
But it just...
She's not wearing... My mum is not wearing that. I'll tell you that right now.
Let the record state that Ruth is getting her Christian merch by stealing...
Oh, yeah. Spreading the Lord's message through the devil's work. Who else?
Oh, shit. That is good. Is that you? Is that an original Ruth line?
Yes, I know it's hard because it sounds like it's Darius, but it was actually me.
I was going to say, it sounds like Ed Sheeran.
Slow your role player. It's not triple platinum or whatever. It's not diamond certified.
I don't know. You could make a whole song out of that.
I've already forgotten it.
It was doing the Lord's work through the devil's, spreading the Lord's message. You know what? Fuck it.
That sounds like a really not nice thing to say. Maybe I shouldn't have said it the first time. I really would love it if I have like one person out there who hates me and it's like she's always blaspheming. I don't know why I find that so funny.
If they hate you specifically for your blasphemous way, so like she was wearing Christian merch again today, she's a terrible Christian. You hear what she's saying? Do you hear what she's singing about? What is it? Love thy neighbour? What the hell?
First of all, to you, I just pick and choose. I do not identify as a Christian. I am a Christian when I feel like it, first of all. Second of all, oh my God, my new song is actually blasphemous. It really is. It took me a while. It was when I was writing out the lyrics, I was like, no, this is blasphemous. But only if you're super religious. I think everyone else will get it.
Boys just say blasphemous stuff all the time.
Not really. What, Jesus Christ?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I mean, that was
OMG.
blasphemous. And
my God.
OMFG. We'd get in trouble for saying that in our house.
You're right, actually, when we were really young.
Yeah.
Now I can say what I like. My mum's gotten really into saying the F word. Did I tell you that? It's so unsettling.
It's funny, isn't it? When
it's hilarious. But I'm like,
my mum really enunciates it. She's like,
yes, she says it.
She
puts way too much in it.
Yeah.
And literally, I'll be like, Mom, stop. Such a nerd.
But meanwhile, we've been dropping the F-bomb around our parents. Well, no, not my dad.
Not on purpose. Oh my God. When I've let it slip, it's because I'm fuming. I thought I was going to die that day.
Oh no, we're always saying nonsense around our mum.
I let the C word fly. You know me. I am vulgar. If I'm angry, I'll call you all sorts. I really should stop doing that, though. I think it counts as verbal abuse. Verbal abuse is not funny. It doesn't warrant a giggle from me. I'm like,
no. I'm just here for the giggles. Yeah. And another thing, you. Beep, beep, beep.
Oh my God, I'm sure I've talked about this on the podcast, and I'll talk about it 1,000 times. Me trying to convince my housemate that twat is a colloquialism from where I'm from. Don't take it to heart. I call everyone a twat. I mean, I do, but that's not the point. And I 100% meant it in a negative, nasty way.
As if where you're from, like, was the first place that ever coined the word twat, or made it
like it's just like saying,
it's like you
buddy
wanker,
or mate,
oh pal, yeah,
twat.
or like when people say, I call everybody a cunt, and you're like,
no, but I do.
But not
like out loud.
I call like as my friends, I'm like whatever. I'm like,
they'll be like, she's never called me.
Yeah, well, I'd really rather you didn't. So you may say that to me, but I did not consent to it.
I wish you would stop.
I really wish you'd stop.
Oh my God. But when I said it, because I do say twat a lot, and I've gotten a lot better. When I was younger, we would actually call each other twat all the time. We didn't even know what it meant. But
twat was a big one at school.
Yeah, everyone was a twat.
And then when you realised what it was like,
nah, I ignored it for a good 5 years after.
I think I probably didn't. I was like, well, it's just a silly word.
Yeah, it was a fun word. Our teacher had to sit us down and be like, guys, I just want to tell you because I don't think you know what you're saying. I mean, she was right. She was absolutely right.
But then you almost have to say it more, is it? Because you're just like, yeah, what? I don't even care that's what it means. Whatever. That's not going to stop me.
It takes the fun out of it, knowing what it means. They shouldn't have told us. Just let it.
And then when you find out that in the States they say twat, that's just ridiculous.
Twat?
They say
twat.
So
and sexual.
If you hear in an American show or movies them saying twat, what they're saying is twat.
It's a different word for vagina. I don't know why I didn't think that. It sounds like, because twat feels like, but like it doesn't feel like twat. It feels more like cock. Do you know what I mean? Another formal word for genitals. Yeah.
A big hard cock in it. Fluffy wet twat.
I was going to call it a quack. What's a quack?
Quack. Like whip. Quack. My God, what is happening?
This is the worst podcast in the world.
This is the worst episode of the worst podcast of the world.
This is a crock of shit. Look what we're doing with our lives, you guys. Oh,
in our spare time as well. We're not even getting paid for this.
I know. And we'll be back again next week without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, the podcast may not be worth much, but we are definitely net negative in earnings. It doesn't cost a lot, but we ain't making money off it. We are definitely operating on a loss.
Will be for the foreseeable future.
Forever. Don't care. Like, people are asking, why do you still do it? No one listens. We're like, we listen.
This is our fun.
We've gone too far now to turn back.
We've
Stop
made our
doing
exact
this.
niche of podcast that no one else would possibly
We've
be
made
able
it
to
the
relate
podcast
to.
we wanted to listen to and we couldn't find out there. It's not our fault that none of you other bitches were also wanting this exact podcast but couldn't find it anywhere.
No one wanted this. Oh God! But we gave it to.
Yeah, it is a gift to our future selves. Our future selves are like, no, why? Stop, please.
Oh my God! Our future selves are like, and this is the episode that ruined your career.
Career, quote quote.
And she never worked.
If this is the episode that ruins my actual career as opposed to just my podcast career, then
no, I'm talking about that.
Oh, my life.
Yeah.
If this is the episode that ruins my livelihood, the way I make money, oh well, shit.
Yeah, I'm not talking about all these silly passion projects that I call work. I'm talking about the thing that puts money in my account. Then yes, I'd be
the thing that's going to get me hired. Yeah, shit.
Yeah. Oh my God! And you once said this about Ed Sheeran: "We will never hire you."
Yikes! Do you know what we should do though?
I'll be doing it.
We should listen back to our New Year's Eve special where we 100%. Sent ourselves a message. I feel like I need to
do it right now.
And we could laugh at it and be like, oh, past selves, what idiots. They were thinking that they were so cute and clever and funny, giving us these heartfelt bits of advice. We didn't follow any of it.
This has been more of a non-year for me, I think, than last year, actually.
Definitely.
Which is weird.
2020 has just been nothing. It's because it's starting to be a year for everybody else.
It's not 2020 anymore.
Whatever. I don't know. Yeah. 2020 part 2. Everybody else is going to move on with 2021 because everything's opening up and they're going out and we can do stuff. And I'm sat here like, I'll just stay at home. I'm like, stay home, save lives. And they're all like, we don't have to anymore. What are you talking about? I'm like, no, but please just do so that I don't feel so bad about like being sanctimonious. Just like, oh my God, why is everybody out there? I'm here, like, hashtag stay home, save lives. And I was like, it's 2025. Natalie.
There hasn't been a case in 2 years.
Okay. On that note.
Oh, really? Okay, I think we should end it by saying, where do you honestly, in this moment, see yourself in 5 years? Maybe not 5 years. Where do you see yourself in 2025?
Here.
Same.
I don't see myself in talking to you. This exact situation. I don't see my life changing.
Or improvement on the horizon. I don't. I don't know what. I was delusional last year. I really thought things could get popping. I thought things. Now I'm just like, no. This is me for a while.
I've made my peace with it. Am I happy about it? No, but
I'm not depressed.
I'm just nothing about it.
Thing. Exactly.
Yeah, it's just like, okay.
For me to even feel okay about something is huge. When was the last time I felt okay?
Progress.
Amen. Growth. I've accepted that my life will be a hot mess for a long time, and I don't care anymore.
I've accepted that my life is so far past me even being a cute hot mess. I say cute.
Yeah,
it's not cute. It's not even hot. But it's not. My life's not even a hot mess anymore. It's just nothing.
Yeah,
it's just just
boring.
It's not even a mess. It's
there. It's alive.
The messiest my life gets now is this podcast, which is a hot mess.
This podcast is a hot mess, but you have to have some fun.
But it's going to stop being a hot mess because I'll stop doing anything, to have any experiences to contribute. So I'll trot out the same 3 terrible things that I've done.
We're going to be talking about Paris Hilton's drunk text for a long time, honey.
We'll have to, because I'm not doing anything else. I'm laughing like, oh yeah, we've all been there with the drunk text. When was the last time I did that? I'm not saying I want to go out there and do that.
Because that's usually, when I say things like that, that means I'm going to do it tonight. I'm like, I need to live a little.
Who's going to get a message from me and then turn calls?
And then when they finally hit me back, I'm just like, I'm not I'm not doing this to myself.
And then you immediately delete them, like you delete the messages like this, so that you don't have to look at what they said. You delete your whole entire call history, so you don't need to see how many calls you sent.
100%, always.
Yeah.
As I'm going. I'm not a dummy. This isn't my first.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, being healthy and stable is actually really just nothing crazy. It's just there.
It's just boring, but in a
kind of pleasant way, but not.
Also,
I had a nap today. I was like, should I push myself to finish something? All that spark I had last month is gone. It's gone. I don't know where that drive came from, and I don't know where it went, but I have a feeling I won't be seeing it for a few years. This is me now. It's like I used the last of my drive up last month. It's crazy. Just don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it. Just Christian merch and messy eyebrows.
Yeah.
This is it. Hashtag wish you were here. Okay. And on that note, you've already said it like 3 times trying to shut me up. Like, on that note.
But then I'm like, do you remember Darius? That was my fault.
No one cares. Oh gosh, what a time!
Don't tell me what it's like, because that's another rabbit hole.
I would love to interview Darius and see what he's up to.
I bet we could.
Should we DM him? I bet we could.
Should we try?
I feel like we couldn't.
I agree.
What would we pitch our podcast as?
This podcast couldn't afford it.
Oh, we have to pay him.
I don't think he'd do it for free.
Why? Think of the exposure.
I don't know if you've noticed, but your Google rankings are going way down. Looks like what you need is exposure. So you can get it the hard way by going on a reality TV show, or saying.
Has he done I'm a Celebrity?
Probably.
We're in the wrong game. We need to be agents. Who doesn't want an agent with no connections?
You're like, do you want to be on I'm a Celebrity? Yeah, I don't know. I
don't know how to get. I can't do that for you, but I think it's a good idea.
I was really hoping you'd say no.
Oh my god! When I googled Darius, I'm a Celebrity, it came up. It's a website called dailyrecord.co.uk, which sounds weird, but whatever.
Oh, it's quite a dramatic headline, right?
Yeah.
The one about him being
Divorce
in a coma.
From actress, near fatal coma, and his mum's miracle cancer recovery. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I didn't want to bring it up because I felt like we shouldn't gossip. But here we are.
I'm not supposed to be. Okay, from next week, listeners, I promise. Let's just give me till the end of June to get my shit together, and then I'm going to go back on my no gossip, no talking badly about people.
Yeah.
I've forgotten anything else that would make me a good person. Just nothing that makes me feel like I've just eaten McDonald's. You know I love McDonald's, but you can't eat it without feeling sick.
You don't want that feeling. No, thank you. Mm-mm.
No, I just want to feel good. Or do I?
Listen, it's still June. Let her just get it out of her system. Look the other way, please, guys. Yeah.
I'm going to get my Perez Hilton on. Don't mind me. I would say Wendy Williams, but I could never. She's like an actual... She's actually good at what she does. I couldn't do that. I don't have it in me. I just couldn't be asked.
And that's why we'll never interview Darius Campbell on this show.
Yeah.
Right. Real talk now. And by real talk, I mean...
We have to
go. Sign off. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah. We've got lots of do's and don'ts for you in this episode. I'm not going to tell you them now. Just listen back and pull them out for yourselves.
Because I can't remember.
Because I don't know. See you next week.
Bye.
Wait. Rewind the tape.